Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Unique Great, aka Educated Farmer. So please, if you're stopping by this channel for the first time, please do well to hit on the subscription button. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for staying tuned. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up a mini vegetable garden. I got a contract to set up a vegetable garden in a compound. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be working with, and these are interlocking rubbers. These are rubbers you use in making interlocking blocks. Okay, so they are in the space I'm supposed to work on, so I have to take them out. Okay, so the interlocking rubbers have been taken out of the garden, and on this garden I'll be planting okra, spinach, pumpkin, waterleaf, and green on this garden. That's what I'm going to be doing. Then at the edge, like close to the fence, this place, I'm going to be planting pineapple at the edges where there are no interlocking. Then on this side, I'm going to be doing a lawn establishment here where you use grass and flowers to design a compound. That's what I'm going to be doing on this place. Okay, and that video will be coming in later on. But for now, I'm going to be concentrating on the vegetable garden, which is this particular spot now. The interlocking rubbers have been taken out, so I'll have to map out the area. I'll show you how it's been done and everything you need to know about mapping out a vegetable garden. Okay, so these are weeds in the garden, but we'll not be weeding them or hand picking it because it's not much, it's not bushy. So while making beds for vegetables or anything, you can easily just turn them up with the soil and they'll decompose and turn to manure. So that's really not a problem. But this lemon tree has to go out because first of all, it's too close to the generator house, and then it's going to be obstructing the work that will be going on in the garden. So it has to be taken out. So the tree has been cut down, and then this is the stump. It's kind of like really difficult to remove, so I'm going to show you guys what we did to it at the end of the day. I'm going to show it to you. These are 2x2 woods. We had to improvise since there was no pegs and there were 2x2 woods available in the compound. We tried to shaping them into pegs you use for mapping. Okay, you use pegs for mapping out a land when you have to plant. Now the mapping process has started, and bear this in mind that whenever you're trying to map out an area of land for planting, when you map out the space for which you're making your bed or your ridges, you have to make a walkway so that when you're walking into the garden, you have a walkway to walk through to access the beds or the ridges you're working with. Okay, you see all of that later, probably in the next video, because this is just basically the mapping process. This video is basically the mapping process. So in the next video, you get to see how the beds are being done and the walkway to which you can access each of the beds. Now, when mapping, the basic things you need are the peg, your measuring tape, and a twine. For the bed, we measured 6 feet by 4.5. Then for the walkway, we walked with 2 feet. After taking your measurements with the pegs, like after mapping out the area for the beds and your walkway, you make use of a twine to ensure that the measurement you took from the 4 corners of where you're mapping, it's in line, to ensure that you have accurate measurements. Okay, you make use of a twine. Okay, it's a rope, but it's been called a twine. You make use of it to confirm your measurements, and also to help you when you're trying to dig the beds, okay, to keep you in order so you don't go above the area you've mapped out for the bed or the ridge you want to do. Okay, the twine helps you keep in check of that portion you've dedicated for that particular bed or ridge you want to make. Now also bear in mind that it doesn't necessarily have to be a 4-corner shape. Even if it's an irregular shape, okay, there is a way you can always map it out and still have accurate results. This is what it looks like after mapping out the area. Ideally, we're supposed to put pegs in between to map out the 4 corners of each bed. But since it's a mini garden, it wasn't really necessary because we can still indicate the 4 corners of the bed. So we had to leave it like that. In the next video, I'll show you guys how to make the beds. Okay, and then I also promised to show you what we did to the stump that we couldn't remove. Okay, we had to burn the surface, okay, so to prevent it from growing back. We had to burn the surface since the plant we are planting is not a deep-rooted crop. Okay, so we're just going to make a bed on top of this place, so we burnt the surface. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.